Greetings, I am Erin Patten, and it is Meta Monday, and we are all embracing the new normal. Yes, the new normal is what we've had to go through since this whole shutdown pandemic situation and having to, work from home, be in our spaces, really tap into this digital landscape that we live in. And now the new normal is going back to work. Like a lot of us have already been, back in the workplace, out in the field, but there's a whole subset of folks who just haven't been going into the office. And this is the new normal. And in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month, how are you? And how am I? How are we taking care of ourselves in this transitional period? We're all moving from this space of a lot of fear, a lot of worry, a lot of isolation, if you will, and now moving back to being social again, being in crowds, almost as if nothing ever happened. Let's just be real. And so, how do we manage this as we keep in mind our need to and right to be mentally sound and have our full well-being mentally? And there's a few ways we can do this, and first and foremost is ask questions, don't make assumptions. I remember my mentor and old professor would always say, when you make assumptions, you make an ass out of you and me. So let's not do that. Let's go into these situations with all the facts, with all the information so that we feel comfortable. Let's ask all the questions. So, whether it relates to your health, whether it relates to your children's health, whether it relates to whoever's, in your household or whoever you'll be around, ask the tough questions, get the right answers or as best answers as you can, because without the information, we move in the unknown. And when we're moving in the unknown, that's oftentimes when we have the most fear, because we start to create all these, manifestations and dreams and all these things that aren't even real, because that's essentially what fear is. It's false evidence appearing real. So we don't want any false evidence. We want as much truth as possible moving into these new situations. So again, ask all the questions. Don't make any assumptions. And then, second of all, as you're moving into this new normal and also keeping your mind at the center, because it is Mental Health Awareness Month, is making sure you're taking time every single day for yourself. If there is anything that I've gotten out of this situation of the shutdown, the isolation, this new normal situation, is that people are not taking the time for themselves. We're so, again, worried about the unknown, worried about, literally the fear of death, and not necessarily taking the time to reflect, okay, how can I make sure I'm taking care of myself? How can I make sure I'm taking care of, my health? Am I eating properly? Am I sleeping enough? Is my immune system strong? Am I taking the right supplements? And so these are things you certainly should be talking to your healthcare professionals about, whether it's, your therapists or your doctors, or, folks that you truly care for or trust in your health. I love, also the holistic practices. Are you talking to holistic practitioners that may have herbs or other kinds of supplements for you to take? So these are ways in which you can honor yourself mentally by taking care of yourself physically. And that is, goes without saying that self-care, that self-mindfulness, that self-love is all about, what do you need? Do you need more sleep? Do you need more food? Do you need better types of food? Do you need more varieties of foods? And also it goes without saying that taking the time for meditation every day, I cannot overstate this enough, how much just sitting quietly with your eyes closed and breathing can do for your whole well-being, the wholeness of who you are, your mental, your physical, your spiritual, your soul. The meditation connects it all and connects you right back to source, connects you right back to God, which is who gives us the breath of life and all that we need in this world to survive. And third, and also just most importantly, Like I said before, ask the right questions, take time for yourself. And then on top of that, share it with your loved ones. If you're able to spend time with your loved ones, because in this new normal, I think a lot of us have been away from our loved ones, have been isolated from our loved ones, talking via, digitally or, from outside of windows or whatever the situation had been before. Now is the time to re embrace that community, because in community, in that connectedness is where we find ourselves. Like, we were all designed to be one. We are all part of this grand scheme of the universe, which is beautiful and perfect and amazing. And so we need to take that time to honor it in community, honor it with loved ones, whether it's friends going to the park, wherever you feel safe, of course, going to the park, inviting them into your homes, having the big dinners again, like really starting to embrace the socialization, which will also help that transition as you move into the workplaces, as you start to invite yourself into safer environments where you can be loved, where you can share in community, where you can maybe touch each other, hug each other, kiss each other. I miss hugs more than anything and touching people more than anything, because I'm such a big affectionate person. And that is how you start. Start with the loved ones, start with those that you trust, and really embrace community in this new normal. So yes, y'all, again, I'm going to go through them. So first, let's take time to ask the right questions. Don't make assumptions. Also, take time for yourself. Again, it's Mental Health Awareness Month. Take care of that mind, because the mind connects all of those things: the mind, the body, and the soul. Mind comes first. And third, and certainly not least, last and certainly not least, is spending time with loved ones, embracing community, refining those connections, reconnecting, and learning how to love physically in the fullness of who we are as human beings, divine beings. Okay, y'all. I am Erin Patten again. Check me out on my website, www.erinpatten.com. Also, I have the Soulful Dreams Accelerator. The next cohort is launching in July, plus loads of other amazing things to find on my website. I love you all. Have a great week and continue to take care of your mental, take care of yourself. Peace.